after almost 1 month, that means the one class we couldn't attend. So, as we usually do every time, let us have this prayer. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amrita Varashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. We were studying the second chapter, which is Samkhya Yoga. Now it says the Samkhya means the knowledge. Sridhar Swami, in his note, he has mentioned Samyak Khyayate. Perfectly, Samyak means perfectly, Khyayate means Prakashayante. It has been expressed. Vastu Tatta Manaya iti Samkhya. Vastu Tatta. Now, Tatta and the Vastu. What is that Vastu in the Sanskrit? Vastu means the ultimate knowledge. Tatta, ultimate knowledge. That has been clearly expressed. That's why this knowledge is called Samkhya. Samyak Jnanam, perfect knowledge. Tasyam Prakashakam. Tasyam means that, Prakashakam expressed. What is that? Then again it says Atmya Tatyam. Atma Tatyam. Atma means the self, Tattva means the truth. Truth about the self, so it is Samkhya. The Samkhya, the Sridhar Swami, it mentions like this, that is, as because this knowledge is giving the complete idea about the self knowledge, about the self, so it is called Samkhya. Now this Samkhya is a yoga. Samkhya means, again we know, the knowledge about the self. But this is a yoga. Why? It's called Jnana Yoga. Yoga means, again, united. United with what? United with the truth. United with the Brahman. United with the Atman. And who is going to be united? The Jivatma. Jivatma means the small Atma, an individual Atma, as if. The as if is very, very essential. Why? Ultimately there is nothing. That is the main thing. But now this moment, as we are thinking that I am separate, I have an identity, I am individual, So, as if I am going to be united with all pervading self. So, that is called the Samkhya. In the 39th sloka of the second chapter, it said that Esha te abhihita samkhye buddhi yoge timam srinu. Esha means this, Esha means this, te to you, abhihita, it has been taught or declared or said. Samkhye, buddhi, Samkhya buddhi means that knowledge, and this buddhi, yoge timam srinu. Now, the buddhi, Samkhya buddhi, that means the knowledge, I have already said. Now, when it says that from the 17th sloka of this chapter, second chapter, 17th sloka, it speaks about the Atman. We have already studied, we have already read. Abhinashi tu tad viddhi. It is, you cannot destroy it, you cannot cut it, all these things. Abhinashi tu tad viddhi yenam sarvam idam jagat. So, you must know that this is abhinashi. Vinasha, vinasha means destruction. Abhinashi, that which one cannot destruct, you cannot destroy. Something which you cannot destroy is abhinashi. What is that? Atman. Now, the problem is, we are talking about Atman, but we don't have any knowledge about Atman. We have not realized the Atman, we have not seen it, we have not touched it. So, that is why this is the problem for both of us, the expounder and the listener, the teacher and the taught. This is a subject that none of us will know. Then why you are studying? Because this has been realized by some people like Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Shankaracharya, Sridhar Swami, Ramanujacharya, all these. They realized it. And they are telling it is true. So, we are studying. Why we are studying? Because we know that this is the only ultimate thing about our success and about our peace and happiness. I will be going to one place, and the topic that I am going to discuss over there, the happiness. What is that happiness? Now, the happiness that we are going to discuss, how the happiness will come? When there is one, a knowledge of one. The moment there is knowledge of two, unhappy. The moment there is knowledge of difference, unhappy. When the knowledge of one is there, that is the happiness. The mother and the son, when the son is, or the child is in the womb, they are happy. When the child is on the lap, and the happy, because of the oneness. But the moment child start walking, developing his own personality, not listening to the mother, that happiness dwindle down slowly, slowly. And the time comes, then it may be that the child is asking the mother, okay, thank you for giving me all this support, now I am free. It may be. So, this is the moment there is two. How the two comes? Ego. So, this is the knowledge called Samkhya. Esha, these, te to you, abhihita, already taught, Samkhya. And that Esha buddhi, this knowledge. Now, I will tell you yoga. Now, I have already told you from the 17th sloka to 30th sloka, Dehi, Nityam, Abaddoyam, etc., etc., that you can, once again you can read from 16th sloka to 30th sloka, 17 particularly, 17 to 30th sloka, all about the Atma, again and again, again and again in a different way, it has been said, all about the Atman. And that is a unique knowledge that was discovered in India by the rishis, and that too long, long time back. There's some of the people that say that Gita afterwards added in the Mahabharata. It is not. The researchers like Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, the famous writer also, he is mentioning the language of the Gita and the language of the Mahabharata are the same. And the teachings of the Gita and teachings of the Mahabharata in many places are the same. So obviously it was composed by one person, Veda Vyasa. So this is, they say, it is Samkhya. Now, if you cannot understand the Atman, which is really difficult to understand, then you better go for the yoga. What is that yoga? Karma yoga. It says that Esha Buddhi. Esha Buddhi means this knowledge, that means Samkhya Buddhi was given to you. But suppose you cannot understand the Atman, which is really very difficult, then there is another opportunity is there. What is that? You better do some work, and that is very easy. Most of the people now, they are thinking about helping the poor, doing this and that, and we are always thinking, and if some people they do of course. Now here, when we are doing that, then what happens? The same work, when we are doing, if we do without attachment, it becomes yoga. If we do with attachment, with the result, then it becomes bhoga. So obviously, then you have to suffer. And how we have to suffer? It says in a wonderful sloka, na abhuktam shiyate karma. Karma means the knowledge. Unless and until you have, karma means the result of action. Karma is the result of action. You have done something, the result will surely come, either now or some afterwards. Sometimes some people who are very influential, they may go beyond that, and people, police and the law cannot touch them, and they think we are beyond all this, but actually not. Each and every action that accumulates, and the result you must have to bear. Either you enjoy or you suffer. Some people unnecessarily they suffer and they blame the God, and they say, I have not done anything, why you are giving me so much of pain? Why I am suffering? No. Hindus, they say, it is because something you did in the past which now you cannot remember, but it is now coming down to you, and it will obviously come. There is no other way. So, na abhuktam shiyate karma. We know the shiyate. Shiyate means that moves away, or you can be clean from that unless and until you have enjoyed. Kalpa koti shatai api. Kalpa koti shata. That means the many thousands of years it may be, but that is what waiting, that the result of your karma is waiting for you. It will come on you, and you have to bear it. Shankaracharya, if you read his beautiful book, that is Viveka Chudamani, it says that maybe that your father who took some loan from somebody and can ask you to give it back, it is possible. Maybe somebody is carrying some weight on his head and ask you to help you, it is possible. But the work that you have done, karma that you have done, the result of that, you cannot give it to your children, or it cannot be shared by anyone. So that is why na abhuktam shiyate karma kalpa koti shatai api abashyameva bhuktavyam. You must have to enjoy the result of your work. Abashyameva. You must have to bhuktavyam. What is that? Kritam karma. Whatever you have done, shubha, good, ashubha. Shubha and ashubha. Sometimes it is good and sometimes it is not. So the suffering and enjoyment both are the causes of our karma. Swami Vivekananda has written a beautiful poem. Swamiji's poems, most of the people we don't know. A few poems he has written, some in English, some in Sanskrit, one or two in Bengali. But one poem, that is the cup, that was written originally in English. The cup, if you read, you will understand, there also Swamiji, a Vedantin, he is telling that this is the cup of your own brew of fault and passion ages long ago. Fault and passion. The cup is full with the result of your own karma. So here in the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna said, suppose you cannot understand the knowledge portion, okay, then it is better that you do some karma. And how that? Buddhaya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasasi. If you understand the secret, if you understand how to do the karma and perform that karma that way, then you can be free from the bondage. What is that bondage? The bondage of taking birth and dying, this circle. Jayate, asti, vardhate, viparniyamate, vipakshiyate, mriyate, all the 6 changes. Everybody will have to go under that. Each and every one will have to go under that. Then sometimes some people are so beautiful looking or good looking and all, but after some time when they are 80, 90, if you look at them, what will happen? So this is the thing. This time when I went to India, then someone told, oh Swamiji, you have reduced because weight, etc. and you are looking very young. I told, thank you. Then afterwards another person came, one Swamiji met me, hey, you look so old. I said, thank you. So okay. So what to do? This is both the same. Either these or that, whatever you see, you are thinking in that way. He is a devotee, he cannot say the truth. So he was telling that you look very young. I was very happy. The next time the Swami came, he told, you look very old. I said, okay. So this goes because the body is always having the 6 different types. So this is, and in the 40th sloka it says, Nehavi Kramana Shasti Pratyabhaya Na Vidyate Salpam Api Asya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. It is a wonderful assurance that has been given. Neha vi kramana shasti. Na, neha means na, iha, neha. That's a sandhi. They are clubbed together. Na, iha, neha. Na means not, iha, these. What is this? Karma. But karma means what? Karma means always we have to understand the moment the Gita is talking about the karma, it is unselfish work, dedicated work, work without any expecting any result. That's called karma. That's called, that is the karma we have to understand. So here, neha, na, iha, not these, karma, abhikramanasha. Abhikramanasha, go west. Suppose you help someone and really from the bottom of your heart you feel the joy of helping, and without expectation of anything from the person you are helping, that is a yajna, that is a karma yoga. And that work, the good work, is not going to be wasted. Suppose sometime, somewhere, I help some people and without expecting anything, oh, I have done something good to them and so I will go to heaven. No. If you go to Banaras or any holy place, then you will find the people, they take some extra money to distribute among the poor people. Not out of compassion, not out of love, but thinking if we help the poor people, we will get better result. It is not karma yoga. It is not the karma yoga. Of course you will get good result. Of course you will go to heaven. Of course something good will happen to you. Whatever you are thinking, that will happen to you, but you are not going to get freedom. Friends, we have to keep in mind that we are studying Bhagavad Gita, and the ultimate knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is freedom. Freedom from the bondage. It's not enjoyment of the worldly things. That I will be successful, I will be healthy all through, I will have lot of money, no, not like that. It talks about ultimate mukti. So that we have to keep in our mind when studying the Gita. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he said in his unique way, if you go on repeating the name of Gita quickly, what happened? Tagi, Tagi, Tagi. Gita, it becomes Tagi. And that is the Tyaga. Tyaga means renunciation. What is the renunciation? Attachment. What is the attachment? Name and form. The main problem is I and mine. That is the main problem. The moment we can understand, I was not before my birth, I won't be after my death, then why I am beating my head? That is the only thing. But we cannot understand this. So it says, Neha vi kramana shasti pratyavayo navidyate. And in a unique way, it is explaining that activities such as agriculture, and if you are doing the agriculture, but there is no rain, the drought, it will be wastage. Now people who are telling that the agriculture over here, particularly at the place like Chicago and all, if there is no snow, then the agriculture is going to be affected. Why? The water accumulation won't be there in the ground, etc. So if you are doing something, some work like that, it may be foiled. Suppose we have made a building, but something happened, maybe earthquake, the new building collapsed. So the work, whatever we do, may have this type of problems. But if you have done some good work, then it will never be destroyed. It will be there. Neha vikramona shasti pratyavayo navidyate. And suppose you have made a mistake, don't think that you will accumulate sin. No, that is also not there. So that is the beauty of the Karma Yoga. Why Swami Vivekananda introduced Karma Yoga? Through the Ramakrishna mission, he introduced Karma Yoga. And the stress has been given on Karma Yoga. Now slowly, slowly people are understanding this Karma Yoga. Those who are trying to go forward in the spiritual life, Karma Yoga is the very easy way. Whatever you do, with a love, you can say, it may not be sufficient. Suppose some people, they are sitting outside and it is very cold, you like to give them something and you go and give one blanket and something like that, but that is not sufficient for that person. Even then you are not going to incur any sin, because you have not completed the work. If you can complete, you can satisfy the person, okay. If you cannot, your effort, this little effort also will bring good result to you. That is what Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita long back he said, but it was forgotten. Why? Because the moment you are working, immediately you are thinking, I should get back something, otherwise why should we give? Now if you see particularly in the political scenario in in India, all the leaders, they are trying to give something to the poor, particularly at the time of vote. Here also they may do. And the poor people, they are getting the cycle, they are getting these, they are getting that. But those they are giving, they are expecting that they will get back the vote. Otherwise, why they should give? So this is not karma yoga. So naturally, we have to understand, it says, na iha abhi, neha abhi, kramona shasti. There is no waste of the karma, and if you cannot perform it particularly, and there is no incurring of sin also, then nothing. In the first step towards the liberation, unselfish work is the best. Through unselfish work, one can reach the same goal where Buddha reached by his knowledge and Christ by his prayer, as Swami Vivekananda said. Through unselfish work, the same thing. But some people, they introduce the work in this way. They said, if you are working, doing something, naturally the result will come. It is better not to do any work. Suppose if you don't, in Hindi they say, na rahega baas, na bajegi bansuri. There is no bamboo, so there is no flute. Usually they used to make the flute out of the bamboo. If there is no bamboo, there is no flute. If the flute is not playing, there are no disturbances. The na rahega baas na. Sometimes some people say, if there is no head, no question of headache. So that is not the solution. So that is the thing. Without karma, we cannot sit. In the Bhagavad Gita itself, it will say, without the karma, in the karma yoga, there's a full chapter. We will read afterwards. You cannot sit idle without karma. Something you are going on. And it is not that all the time we are doing it physically. We are doing mentally also. When you are thinking, that is also karma. If you are thinking something bad, it's a karma, bad karma. So obviously, these are the things going to happen. And next it says, Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Let me break it, and I don't feel shy. Chant it. These are the slokas, the thousands and thousands of years, the most highly exalted spiritual soul, they chanted. This same thing. Just imagine Shankaracharya sitting by the side of a river, he is chanting this sloka. And now he is chanting over here. So, Vyavasa Atmika Buddhi Rekeha Kurunandana Bahushakha Hanantascha Buddhaya Abhyavasainam. So two words he is using, Vyavasayatmika, Abhyavasayatmika. These are the two words. But this is the meaning of what? Vyavasayatmika means is the steady mind. Or negative. Vyavasayatmika, steady mind. Abhyavasa means unsteady mind. There are some people, very intelligent. They may be professors, they may be very successful in their profession, but abhyavasayatmika, their mind is dwindling from here to there, so many other things they are thinking. Here, particularly in this sloka, the explanation comes like this, that he is thinking about so many things. Suppose I do something good, then I will go to heaven, then we can have this, then we can have that. So, most of the time we practice religion with a chart in our hand and so much of desire and prayer. What is the prayer that we do? Majority of the people, they go to the religious places, maybe temple or wherever. They go with a big list Oh God, give me this, give me that, give me that. All these things are there. I also go. 5 list I am having now. So 5 things I won't disclose right this moment, but it is there. So there are things all the time. People, they go with all the prayer. Sometimes some people, they come and ask, Swamiji, I am not getting these, what to do? I always suggest, go to the God, go to the Divine Mother, go to for their blessing. Whatever you pray, you will get, but know it for certain that is temporary. Don't blame the God then. So please give me this, and you, after getting that, then you start thinking, oh my God, what I have prayed for, I never wanted it. And that is in the Rabindranath's poem. He wrote, Jaha chai, taha bhool kore chai. Whatever I pray mistakenly, by mistake. Jaha pai, taha chaina. Whatever I get, I never wanted that. So this is very difficult, and there is a beautiful story. One old man was thinking, Ichha Puran. The name of the story is Ichha Puran. The desire was fulfilled. An old man used to sit and see the young kids, they are playing, and he used to think, oh, if I could get back that life, it could be so good. And a young boy was thinking, if I could be an old person, I could be free. Now every time all my guardians are guarding me and asking, don't do this, don't do that, terrible. If I become old, then I will enjoy. Then one day both their wish was fulfilled, and both of them they suffered, and both of them they prayed, give back where I was. So Ichha Puran, whatever you want, after getting that, we think, oh no, it had been good that if I was. So what is that? They call it abhyavasayatmika. It is not a steady mind, abhyavasayatmika. But a steady mind, whatever I have got, I am happy. No problem with me. Whenever you ask, I am happy. But you are suffering because I wanted that, so I am suffering. So that is called steady mind. So it says that if you have a steady mind, then only you can concentrate and you can meditate. There are so many other things if you are having in the mind, you cannot. Kuru Nandana, Kuru the main person of that clan, and Nandana is its descendant. So descendant of the Kuru, Bohu Shakha. Bohu means many, Shakha means desires. Shakha means the branches. Here actually, that is the difficulty with the Sanskrit. If you literally translate it and understand literally, then there will be a problem. There are many branches. Branches of whom? Desire. So there are so many desires are there. So obviously, the endless desire, and they cannot get the peace. So many varieties of desires are there, they cannot get the joy. So many of the people among ourselves, if we see, you will find that some people are not at all happy anywhere. Wherever they go, dissatisfied. Oh, this is not good, that is not good, that is not good. Always they will go on telling, then I am dissatisfied. So why? Because there are so many varieties of desires are there. And these dissatisfied people, ultimately what happened? They suffer. Who is suffering? Nobody else. Only I am suffering. So now what is the secret? How to do, how to perform, and what should be the goal of my desire? Last desire, this is my ultimate thing, how I will perform. Then they say Ishara Priti. Ishara Priti. For the joy of the God, I am working for the joy of the God. It says only one pointed determination. One goal is there and I am working only for that. That's called Ishwarapiti. That is for the blessings of God. Whatever I do, whatever I perform, God, I did it for getting your blessings. I don't know whether I have done it perfectly or not. Just now one lady was talking with me and she was telling I am doing the puja, but I forgot to, every time after the puja there is a prayer, that is Shama. If I have done something wrong, please don't be angry with me, oh God. I told her all the time, why you have to pray? Think God is a father, is a mother. The children never go all the time to the parents and say, oh yeah, I'm sorry, if I have made any mistake, don't be angry with me. It is not like that. Whatever came in my hand, I have done. If you are happy, otherwise forget about it. So children have total faith on their parents, but they will never be angry. So that is the faith. Develop that faith and forget about that. If you have the faith that God is not going to be angry with you at any time. Some people will say, can I keep the God's photo on my bed when I am sleeping? And why not? When we were children, we used to sit with the mother and we used to feel that she is present. Then we used to feel the satisfaction and fearlessness. Mother is there, so there is no fear for me. Have that attitude again and feel that God is sitting always by your side and there is no fear for you. Wherever you go, God is there. Even suddenly when you are sleeping, you touch the photo of God and you feel, oh, God is there, it's okay. So that is called attitude. What is that attitude? I am with God, one-pointed. So that is called spirituality. Why it is spirituality? Confirmed determination and decisive faith. And Sri Ramakrishna said, once you have this type of faith, then everything has been done. But if you don't have the faith, all the time you are fearful. Most of the time in English they say, God-fearing person. It's the wrong translation. Instead of telling the devotee, they say God-fearing person. Is it very good that he is afraid of God? Why should I be afraid of God? That means I am working under God. I am afraid of my boss. When I go to market, if I see my boss is also there, I am afraid. Oh my God, he is here. He will be watching. If I purchase something, then he will say, where from you got the money, and all these things they will. God-loving person. Whom I fear, he cannot be my ideal. So why the mother is always the ideal? Sometimes nowadays I came that newspaper, one or two of course, millions and millions of very good mothers are there. And one or two, they behave in such a way, it is very difficult to call them as mother. But anyway, is always exception prove the law, like that they are there. So this is Nehavi Kramona Shasti, and then it says Vyabhasayatmika Buddhi. We have to understand these, the form mind. If we have the form mind, O descendant of the Kuru, there is a single one-pointed determination. The thoughts of the God or the goal. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna came and he gave the goal. What is that goal? God realization is the goal for human life. Human birth is very precious. But the human body one can get. I have seen, that was my fortune or misfortune, whatever. I have seen people in Andaman. I have seen people in Arunachal. They are also human beings. But no, at the same time, we have to say they have the physical sameness of the human being, but actually that mentality is not there. What is that mentality? Discriminative faculty. What is the discriminative faculty? Good and bad. Moment you give all attention to the body, you go down to the animal level. because the animals only having that body consciousness and nothing else. I always say the animals are having only two things. One is fear and another is survival. The survival and the food, that's all. Fear and the food. These are the two things. The animal always think. They don't care about anything else. But the human being cannot be like that. So obviously, they say one-pointedness. And the third, again it comes, it says, be careful about those things when they talk about, in a beautiful words, about many things in religion. So in the continuously for 3 sloka it says like this, Yamimam pushpitam vacham prabhadyanta vipaschitaha vedabada ratah partha nanyasti atibadinaha kamatmana swargapara janma karma phalapradam kriyabhisheshabahulam bhogaisharja gatim prati bhogaisharya prashaktanam taya aprahita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhona vidhiyate. The last lead says in the 44th sloka, samadho, samadhi. The ultimate goal in human life, samadhi. What is that samadhi? Merging with the source. Where from we have come? We have come from, in a very ordinary way, we can say God. In all religion, they say God has created us. So what is our source? God. Of course, the Vedanta says it is consciousness. It is the Brahman, etc. So when we go to that consciousness, when we reach to that ultimate, then only the happiness, then only the peace. I have come back to my source. That is the main thing. Wherever you go, always you will feel that where I was born, that place, that locality, those people, they are my own. It is always we will feel like that. Why? Because the root. And when we go back over there, again we are not satisfied. Why? Because that is not the ultimate root, that is not the ultimate goal. What is the ultimate goal? God realization. Because we come from there. So that is why it says, Urdha Moolam Adha Shakham. In the 15th chapter we will study. The beginning is from the Urdha, from the top. From the top means from the God. And usually they are giving a description of the tree. And the tree that is there having the root, that is only below, and then the tree is coming up, branches is going upward. Here it is making just opposite. The root is on the top, that means we are coming from the God. Then the branches, what are the branches? So many varieties, that is the branches. Now we have to go back over there. It says, Yamimam pushpitam vacham. Pushpita means flowery language. And they say, suppose you do like this, then only. near our temple. There one day they were having the performance of the huge yajna, and the organizers were excited that we should do it. I told, what will happen? Swamiji will have achieved the best result. Pushpitam Bacham. What is the best result? Swarga. And that is also good. They didn't do any harm, only a little bit of blocking the road, and the traffic was a little bit disturbed, that's all, and nothing else. But some people, they will talk about that if you go and kill others, then you are going to heaven. Terrible thing. And what is that heaven? The person who is inspiring him to go to heaven, he has not visited heaven. And the person who is going to go over there by committing a very heinous job, I don't know where he will go ultimately, where he will land, and wherever he go, he cannot come back and take the revenge. So naturally, so this is the problem. Pushpitam Bacham. Most of the people, they talk like that. Yam imam pushpitam bacham. Prabhaddanta vipaschitaha. And avipaschitaha means dull-witted. That means the unwise people. Some unwise people, they always think that if we do like this, then I will get this much and that much and these and that, so many things. So God is giving the caution to us, O Arjuna, don't behave like the unwise people. All these things that you see, it is also my creation. But I am giving you the warning. I am going to give you the teaching. Learn it. Don't go for those things. Where those things are there? In the Veda. Vedavada. It's not here and there. It's not the ordinary people are coming and just composing. No. It is in the Veda itself. What is that? Pushpitam Bacham. Every Sunday we are studying now Veda. We have already studied the Rig Veda and the Sama Veda, and we are studying the Yajur Veda. This coming Sunday we will discuss about the Krishna Yajur Veda. If you come, if you listen, if you hear, you will see that so many types of things they are praying. Oh God, give me this, give me that, etc., etc. And for that the Yajur Veda constantly they are advocating that you should do this yajna, that yajna, and that is called Vedavada. There is a word was coined, Vedavada Rata. What is that Vedavada? It is this. That's called Kamya Karma Vada. The karma means the yajna. All they will be performing, the lighting the fire and offering so many other things, and these and that, and so many varieties way they will do. And in the grandeur that you see, people will be. I saw one lady carrying a complete, the full, in a big jar full of water. And she is an elderly lady. Somehow she is walking. I told, what happened? Why you are carrying this water like this? No, I am going to bathe the Shiva. I didn't say anything to her because that is her belief. But then I was feeling like telling her, if you could take a pipe from there and put the water, the same water you are taking. Water you are carrying from where? From that tap. Now unnecessarily you are carrying over that and then putting like this. And why? After this, what is going to happen? They don't know. So that's why the God is giving the caution to us, be careful. Why? Because they will talk about the Swarga, they will talk about the heaven, they will talk about these. You will be successful in this way, that way, but everything is temporary, including heaven. If you go to heaven, once again you have to come back to this karma bhumi. This earth, this world is the karma bhumi. Here you have to work. And then you can go once again. So ultimate goal should be liberation, not the heaven. But those who cannot think in that way, it is okay for them. So there are different type of intellects are there. Now when as a student they are studying, the teacher says, If you are giving your mind in this, then only you will be successful, and you will get this, you will get that, etc., etc. Some people who are not that way successful, they cannot. So for them, this. In our institutions also, we used to do like that after the class 9 and 10. Then we saw that some people are not intelligent to understand. So we used to say, you need not to study higher study. It will be difficult for you, it will be wastage. Rather you go for something. So you learn this vocational training and you will be able to earn some money. You can maintain your life, that's all. So it is just like that, diverting to, if you cannot go. But if you can go, why should you try over there? If you can go to the liberation, why should you try for heaven? So that is the idea. It says, Yamimam pushpitam vacham prabaddanta vipaschitaha. This vipaschita, avipaschita. A means negative, vipaschita means intellect. That means those who are not having intellect. So, Veda Vada Rata. And in the Veda, every different type of things are there, but you have to choose only the best thing. Veda Vada Rata. There are so many ways people will be talking. So, if you do this, if you do that, you know that one movement comes in our country, constantly the social and political movements are going on. Some people will come and they will talk in such a nice way, inspiring way, and they will ask the students, we have to go and we have to complain to the principal, we have to do this, we have to do that. What is their goal actually? They came and joined in the institution, in the university for what? The gaining knowledge. Now they are going all this demand and wasting their time, then ultimately what? When they come out after 3 years, 4 years, they have not achieved anything. Of course, in our country it is very good. The parents go on supporting them. Their food and clothing and everything is there, so they can waste their time. When they come out, they are not standing on their own feet. They cannot help the society. They are a burden actually. Why? They were inspired by some people who were showing them that if you do like this, everything will be perfect. So that is the problem. So one must be very, very careful. One must be very, very careful about this. Yamimam pushpitam vacham. They talk in such a nice way, beautiful way, that people are influenced. But who are those people? They say that who cannot perfectly discriminate. These are the people. And then comes Kamatmana, Swargapara, Janma Karma Phala Pradam. They say, what is that Kamana? What is that desire? Swarga. The desire is to go to the heaven. And then Janma Karma Phala Pradam. It is good. You can go to heaven. But again you have to take birth. Again you have to go like this. Then what is happening? Again and again you will be doing this. So we have to understand, again I remind you, that this is the highest form of Vedanta we are studying. And in the Vedanta it says the mukti. What is that mukti? Understanding my own self. I cannot be this body. I cannot be the mind. Then what I am? I am the self. And what is that self? All pervading, never changing. So that is the ultimate knowledge we are going to achieve. Why should we go to a below? Our target should be the high. That is what Sri Krishna is telling. Who are desire ridden, who hold the attainment of heaven as the goal of birth and its activities, whose words are laden with specific rights, bringing in pleasure and lordship. If you do like this, then you will become this. You know, the gods we talk about, they are the positions. Yama, then Varuna, Indra, they are all positions. They are the post you can achieve. But after achieving that post, what will happen? Once again you have to come back. Nakasya prishtite sukrite anubhutve imam lokam himataram bhavishanti. In the Kathopanishad it says, after enjoying all your good work in the heaven, Nakasya prishta, you have to come back down to this earth again to perform the work. Bhogai sharja prasaktanam taya aparhita chetasam. People deeply attached to pleasure. What happened to them? Aparhita chetasam, as if they are robbed of their discriminative faculty. So that is the main thing. So this is for whom, as it says, ritualistic portion in the Vedas, it is there. But it is only for those who cannot go beyond that. But why you? So he is telling to Arjuna, that is not the ultimate. Go for the ultimate. Though the Vedas are the oldest literature in the world, all they are contained are not sublime. So that when you are reading, enjoyment of pleasure and happiness is not the goal of human life. So constantly people are doing something for the excitement, for the enjoyment, and afterwards, how many hours? Then again they are exhausted. So that's why they are coming back. So samadhi cannot be had from them. It says again, as a bold word, very bold word, it says, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdanda Nitya Satyasto Niryoga Shema Atmavan. This is a wonderful way it says, and that is the only Hinduism can say. They talk the Veda. Veda is the best and the highest book. Everything must be based on Veda. And the Hindu's life, Hindu society, Hindu's birth and death, Hindu whole circle depend on the Veda. Again, the same Hindu says, and not only Hindu, it is a God of the Hindus, Sri Krishna. It says, go beyond Veda. So that is the uniqueness. I can understand, remember, always the conflict between two religions that they have prevailed in our country. Some people said that one leaf, one page of a holy book is lost. Somehow it was, and few thousand was killed, innocent people, they never knew about who has stolen that page, why he has stolen, where from it has been stolen, what is that book. The person who was killing, he also don't know, never knew. And the person who was killed, unfortunately, he also never knew why he is being killed. Why? This is called total madness. This is not religion. It can never be religion. It can never be religion. It may be anything else, but not religion. That's why it says, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. There are three gunas. We always talk about that. Three different type of gunas. What is that? Sattva, Raja and Tama. Sattva is the best. This is the wonderful way the Hindus, particularly Sanatan Panthi, they always analyze the character of a person. And in the character they found that sometimes he is a very good person, behaving very gently, he is concerned for others, thinking for others, and sometimes he is very egoistic, and sometimes lethargic, and very, very cruel type, criticizing others. Why the same person having these three different type of activities in his own life? Then they found there are three different type of qualities in that person. What is that? Sattva, Raja and Tama. Sattva is the best. And the Veda is full of these three. Without these three, nothing can be there. So any activity, good or bad, or neutral, whatever, is always combined with these three, Sattva, Raja and Tama. And now they say, because the Veda is also within these three, Sattva, Raja and Tama, go beyond this. Then only you are in that tranquil position. At the last day, they talk about, in the Christianity, they talk about the last day. And Qiyamat ka din, in the Qiyamat is the last day again in the Islam. And we also talk about that the last day of the Kalpa. So one Kalpa, one manifestation that will go back. And we are all afraid of that. What is that actually? It goes to equilibrium. Sattva, Raja, Tama, the three things are happening. When that is not there, only equilibrium will be stopped. Suppose this room, it was quiet and dark, nobody was here. Then someone came, put on the light, all activities, you people came, I also came, activities is going on. After 10 minutes, nothing will be there. So Sattva, Raja, Tama, then immediately all this. And then after that, equilibrium, again no activity, nothing is there. It says go beyond this Veda. Why? Veda only give you the knowledge. You like to go somewhere, you put it in the modern time, you put it in that GPS and it start guiding you. You are driving, reaching over there, then what do? You put off the GPS. That's all. When the purpose is served, you don't carry the GPS once again and go on praising the GPS. Because of the GPS we could come. It's not like that. In the previously olden days, now also people, they use the map. When you reach to the destination, no more use of that particular map, but we preserve that or give it to some people in future that will be useful. The Veda is also, Tripitaka is also, all the religious books only is the map and nothing else. And after you reach to that destination, map is not necessary. So it says, Trigunna Vishaya Veda Nistrigunna Bhavarjuna. So these three go beyond these three. Now, next class we will discuss from here. Then the little contradictory words that has been used in this particular sloka are just 45 sloka. What is that? It says, Nitya Sattasta, the second line, Nirdando, then Nitya Sattasta. Once it says go beyond Sattva, Raja, Tama, then it says you always be in the Sattva Guna. Why? Sattva Guna is good, but again it is a Guna. I will conclude with that beautiful the story that Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said. If you read those stories of Sri Ramakrishna, you will learn many things through the stories. One man who was going through the jungle and the three dacoits came and robbed of him all those things. Then one dacoit said, kill him, because if he is surviving, he will go and report it to the police and the police will come. So kill him, there is no problem. Nobody will know that we have done it. And second person told, why to kill unnecessarily? Rather, one thing we can do, we can tie him with the tree, and it's a jungle, some animal will come and kill him. So why we have to kill him? So that scene we need not to incur. So he was tied over there and they went away. Suddenly, the third person came back, the dacoit, and opened him and said, friend, I will show you the road, go back to your place. Then he came to the end of the jungle and from there he showed, that is your village, go. This man told, you were so good, so kind, why don't you come along with me? He said, I am good, I am kind, but I am also a dacoit. I cannot go along with you. I'll be arrested over there. So Sattva, Raja and Tama. The Tama Guna, the first one told kill him. The second told not to kill but to tie him, leave him on his fate. Whatever happens, happen. And the third one, he is also dacoit, cannot go ultimate place, but can help you. So Sattva is this. So that's called, you have to go beyond the Sattva, Raja and Tama. Okay, so now we will conclude with the prayer and then we will meet next again. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyaistabai Vedai Sangha Padakramopa Upanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanabastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Nabidu Sura Asuragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.